Hey, it's Ric Flair. How are you?
Oh, man. We're good. How are you, Rick?
I'm great, man. I'm looking for mayhem in the man cave, brother.
Yeah, it's
coming to town.
Yeah, it's going down tomorrow. We're excited. The whole city's excited when they found out Ric Flair was coming. Man, this place blew up. So I'm sure you've been to Fargo a few times throughout your journeys.
I have.
Oh, yeah. You got any great stories or any standout memories from coming to Fargo?
I have one great one, but I can't tell you on the radio.
I like that. That means some awesome shenanigans went down.
In 1972 when I first started, it was just, it was like an older guy in the business, like, putting me in my place because I thought I was something special. But he put me in my place in Fargo.
Man, we got to hear that one tomorrow.
Yeah, but actually, and then I actually brought my son there. You guys have the Fargo Nationals every year for wrestling, right?
Yep, at the Fargo Dome.
And I brought my son there, in 2000 maybe 2010, whatever it was, when he was still in high school. So, yeah, I love Fargo. It's a great town. Great fans, a lot of respect.
Well, yeah, Fargo loves you too, man. So we quickly want to touch on talking about your daughter, because we're both huge wrestling fans here. We love NXT,
awesome.
And, man, she's doing so much for women's wrestling right now. How proud are you?
You know what? Like, the words can't describe it. She's the most awesome thing. And she is so, I got to be careful what I say because I don't want everybody's feelings, but she has really, she has raised the level of the bar. Does that make sense? Yeah. I mean, they have to look at it. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that are upset about the fact that she has raised the level of the bar, or raised the bar so high. But it is what it is. It's a competitive business. And there's nobody like her in either Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. So, and I'm pretty confident saying that. She's so awesome.
Yeah. Now, do you watch all of her matches and give her feedback and things like that, or do you just kind of stay hands off on it?
I give her feedback if she asks, but I mean, she caught on so quick. I mean, to think she's accomplished all this in a little less than 3 years, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So the biggest problem they have is figuring out how to deal with all that talent. Because she brings a lot to the table. Not only looks, but her athletic ability. She probably is the best athlete with Rey Mysterio gone in the WWE.
That's what happens when you're genetically superior, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's better than I am all day long. I'm the first to admit that.
Well, let's talk about you for a minute, man. We watch wrestling every single week. Still huge fans right here. If you were to make one more run in the ring, which one of these current guys would you like to tangle up with?
Well, I think they're all great. I really like Roman. I love Seth. I love Ambrose. My favorite kid, my favorite wrestler is Hunter. But when he's not wrestling full time, Orton's the man. But I love Dolph. I love Dolph Ziggler too. God, he's the best. He's just a great kid. I mean, awesome and legitimate. He wrestled in college. He's tough, So yeah, I like them all. Roman Reigns is spectacular. Seth Rollins is phenomenal at every level, and Ambrose is great too. I mean, they're all great. I mean, for the first time in a long time, they have some depth, and there was some depth and talent. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Guys aren't hurt. You got Daniel Bryan back. He's healthy. A lot of the guys that have been hurt are really healthy now, which is great for the roster because they've been dealing with a lot of injuries. So
yeah, now
the product continues to get bigger and better every day.
Absolutely. Now, do you ever get that desire or the drive to hop back in and do a match or two, or are you kind of just over that and kind of not really?
I'm happy getting pushed around. I have no desire to wrestle, but I don't mind getting pushed around a little bit. It makes me a lot of money.
Yeah, I bet.
Can't blame you on that, man.
Big Show knocks me out. Hunter pushes me. I make money.
That's okay.
Hey, I saw you down.
Yes, sir.
I saw you refereeing a match in Sioux Falls just a couple months ago, and
yeah, I know. My God, I know.
I think that might be a new route for you, man. I want to see you full time.
They made me take this impossible physical at the University of Pittsburgh because the company is so health conscious and concerned with people since Jerry had the heart attack, and all that. So I blew it away, and now they're forced to put me in the ring. I'm one of the guys you can put a finger on because there's a lot of guys you can't touch. They can throw me around all night long. I don't care.
We want to see it. So, Nate, got to ask you. You've been wrestling for a long time. Did you have any experience with any other sports? Because you're coming up here for a bracket challenge. It's all about basketball. What experience did you have in other sports growing up and just throughout your life?
Well, I played football and I wrestled in high school. So, and I did track and field, but I was just average at that.
It's kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, no, I just assumed you'd be good at everything you touch.
No, I was just average at track and field. I love wrestling. I love state champion of wrestling and all state in football. But then I went to the University of Minnesota on a scholarship, but I didn't make it past the first semester because I didn't go to school. So
Yeah,
you probably can figure that out, right? I got to school and it was 2 miles from the Delta fraternity to the Phi Delta house to the campus, so I didn't make that walk. And when it was 30 below zero, sorry.
Hey, no, we know what that's like.
Oh, yeah.
And you're
It all worked out for me.
Yeah, and you're actually coming at a pretty decent time up here in Fargo because, over the
checked
week.
it out at 32 degrees. I just looked at the weather before I called you.
Yeah, and over the weekend it was in the 70s, so by tomorrow it could be back to that. You never
Who
know.
knows?
Well, good. I hope so.
So once you come up here, we're going to have a good time tomorrow night. What can everyone expect when we're all hanging out with the Nature Boy?
Well, if you want the best of, I will give it to you. I'm very entertaining, as you probably can imagine.
I can imagine that. Now, how often do people just approach you and ask you to yell, woo? Do you get that a lot?
Like about 35 times a day.
Okay, well.
I was going to say probably 35 times an hour.
Yeah, me too.
And if I've been a signing at least 100 times, so it's all good. I'm happy that they appreciate it, and I love to entertain.
So after the Fantasy Sports Paradise live draft tomorrow, what's next for the Nature Boy? What are you going to be up to in the next few months?
Oh God, it's unbelievable. I leave. I come back and I go to Chicago Friday for a big signing for 3 days with Joe Montana and people like that. Come home Monday and I leave for WrestleMania on Wednesday, and I'll be with my daughter and all the kids out there for WrestleMania. So then I leave for Europe for 8 days in May or 10 days in May. So it's all good, man.
I like that. Now, speaking of WrestleMania really quick, I think you should definitely get into that Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I think you have what it takes.
I think I should manage Sting against Stephanie and Hunter.
Oh, see, there you go. There you go. I like that.
I'm sold.
Book that.
No kidding. Or
It's
maybe
locked.
Maybe triple threat main event for the second straight year, man.
That's it, man.
Let's up those championship numbers. Let's get it to 22
I don't
or
want to
however
be in
many
a
you look at
battle
it.
royal with a big show. Sorry.
That's true.
Been there, done that.
That sounds painful.
To be the man, you got to see the man, and you can see the man tomorrow night at the Fantasy Sports Paradise live draft. We're super excited to see you up here in Fargo,
I'm
Rick.
excited to see you guys. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thanks for having a show, and I look forward to it. And remember, dare to dream, my brother. Woo!
My life is made.